Hello, YouTube, and welcome to part 14, Grand Theft Auto 5 with a Therapist. I appreciate that you have made it this far. As always, I hope you've been enjoying it. I assume you are, since you have made it this far. If you ever want to catch us live, I'm over on Twitch, 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, every day except for Mondays. Sometimes I'm on during the day as well. It's been a blast playing this for you. I hope that the analysis, despite being heavy at times, has been a meaningful experience for you. I hope maybe you've learned something. As always, leave a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can turn notifications on or off, and leave a comment if there is something you'd like to say to me or point out. I would love to hear your reactions. I do appreciate those of you that do leave comments. So, let's rock. Have you ever tried the online version of this game? I have not. Alright, Trevor, where we want to go, buddy? You've got... So we have the heist. We also have... Ooh, the... Alright. We're gonna go do the Minutemen. Let's knock some... Let's go heavy early, huh? What's up, Juice? You should also put the gun away, Trevor. And we're up. Yes, I have, Dio. My question is, I'm glad we're besties. My answer is, are we besties? Wait, hold on. No, me too. Me too. Me too, Juice. Thanks for being a swell human being. How are we doing on volume? This good? Oh! Driving through rural San Andreas.
I just need a ride.
Do you? All right, I can oblige.
Hey, got room for one more?
Absolutely.
Oh, I think there's room for a little one.
So, big favor. Can you take me to the top of Vinewood Hills by the sign? Thanks, this is so sweet of you. I was starting to think no one was going to stop. Short dress, boots, vulnerable but playful demeanor. What more does a girl have to do these days? You cast out this kind of bait, you'd expect at least a couple of old sharks to come sniffing, but along you came. Thank God.
There is nothing wrong with what she just said. There's sometimes a tendency when we hear these kinds of things to immediately think, oh my God, this awful misogynist world, and this woman is subjected to the patriarchy and doesn't even know it, and she ought to be more modest. No. This woman's owning it. This woman is taking control of a thing and is using it to her advantage in a way that she is deciding to do. And that is a big difference between being forced by people in positions of power to do a certain thing and to dress a certain way. So when she says, yeah, I dress this way, short skirt, put my boobs out, throw this bait out, trying to get a ride. That's her taking ownership of her body and herself. And I think sometimes the autonomy of that decision and the empowerment of that decision gets lost in these conversations about like what is feminism and the patriarchy and misogyny and yada, yada, yada. Like, yes, those things all exist, 100%. I'm not denying the existence of those things. But in this case, this woman is owning it and using it to her advantage. And the difference is she is using it as a way of being in a position of power instead of doing it because she is being forced into it by some kind of expectation. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that because I think there's this initial like, ugh. It's like, no, good for her. She's owning it. And that's her prerogative. That's what choice looks like. If you go into this going like, well, she's got to change all that. You are being oppressive to her.
Less of the old, please. I'm in the prime of my life.
Just promise me you're not going to wear my skin or imprison me in a crawl space for 20 years. Joke. Kind of. You're cool, right? Sorry, I'm coming down. I've been partying like a biatch. Yesterday was a blizzard, man. I don't even remember getting out of bed, let alone going to bed. Good times.
Okay. And what's on top of the Vinewood Hills?
I'm going to see my man. He's a security guard at the broadcast tower right behind the famous Vinewood sign.
I would like to point something out about Trevor here as well. Trevor is being remarkably respectful. And it's yet another example of the fact that Trevor is very attuned to social norms and context. This is absolutely a woman in a position of vulnerability right now. This is incredibly dangerous for her to trust Trevor. And I think there's a nice, like from a story standpoint and a Rockstar standpoint, there's a really interesting tension here between what we know of Trevor and what we see of this woman. But Trevor is he's not coming on to her. He's not harassing her. He's asking her, where she's going. He's playing it cool when she's expressing anxiety about what he has the potential to do. And that is a testament to Trevor. Trevor is quite literally one of the most woke people in this game. And I appreciate his sensitivity to this context. Because this is the perfect example of, it's not every man, but it could be any man. And this woman is taking a huge gamble by getting in the car with him. And Trevor, as the man in this situation, needs to understand that power dynamic. And he is understanding that power dynamic and using it and acknowledging it and then interacting with her in a way that doesn't perpetuate the potential issue that she faces by getting into the car of a man. So my hat's off to Trevor here on how he's handling this. And it really is just it's a beautiful, seems subtle, but really isn't example of his contextual awareness of things and his attention to human dynamics. He knows when to be unsettling. He also knows when to be a calming presence.
He's been stressed out, really working long hours, so I thought I'd surprise the big lug. We haven't seen each other for like a week. Or maybe it's 2. I don't know. Crazy how time flies. Wait, that's my phone. Speak of the devil. Hey, sweetie, I was just talking about you. To this guy who was nice enough to give me a ride? No, not like that. I'm pitching back into town. Yeah, I know what happened last time, but I'm pretty sure this guy is okay. I ran out of money or I would have gotten a cab. Yes, all the $1,000 you gave me, what's the big deal? I said I'd pay you back. I'm sorry, okay? My phone was out of juice. I only just got it charged. I was staying at a friend's at Sandy Shores. You know, Brianna or Susie. No, I haven't spoken to him in weeks. This is just some random guy, I swear. Calm down, babe. Look, would you tell him?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, tell him you're not a guy called Brian, you're just some random guy.
What?
Just shout it!
I'm just some random guy not called Brian.
There, babe, you believe me now? Babe! Babe! Shit, he hung up on me. Sorry about that.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think that went?
He'll be fine when I surprise him. Probably just having a bad day. He can never stay mad at me for long. Opposites attract, you know. He's the serious, responsible, pay your bills, save for the future type, and I'm the sexy, bohemian, go off for days and do X in the middle of the desert type. I'm young. I'm still exploring my mind, discovering who I am. He knows I'll come back.
When you run out of money.
Whoa there, random guy. Less of the judging. Wait, there's my phone again.
This might be one of my favorite exchanges in the entire game. The amount of self-awareness is awesome. And this entire thing, it's so great. I really appreciate it a lot. It's so great. What I paused for, other than to just acknowledge that, is the whole opposites attract thing. Don't box yourself in, friends. This whole, like, opposites attract, birds of a feather flock together, people debate this and have forever. And really, the reality is that generally people do better in relationships when they are in alignment with their core values. You could have opposite interests, you can have different things that you like to do, different ways of approaching certain things, but ultimately your values do have to be in alignment, or else you're going to have a really hard time. And her black and white way of looking at that, and the absoluteness with which she described that to Trevor, I think is more indicative of her age than it is anything else. That she's just, she still thinks that way in these very simplistic terms. Don't box yourself into the idea that you have to find somebody who's the opposite of you, because that comes with it a lot of work. And also, just because somebody's the same as you doesn't mean that it's less work. Relationships are work regardless of what you bring to them.
What's up? Yeah, hitching back into town. How do you think I feel? I'm wrecked. I know, I'll have one last bag etched on my tombstone. Don't flatter yourself. I can walk just fine, thank you. You're bad. Anyway, gotta go. I'll text you later.
Don't tell me. Brian?
What? No, just one of my girlfriends. Look, I'm seriously flagging now. I'm going to rest my eyes for a few minutes if that's cool. See if I can power nap my way into a second wind. So, broadcast tower behind the Vinewood sign. I think it's Mount Hunt Drive. Just holler when we get there. You're the best. And don't touch me or anything, okay?
Can't promise anything. I jest, of course. You're horrible.
That is ridiculously vulnerable of her to fall asleep in the car with me. I mean, probably a testament to the fact that she feels safe with Trevor given the way that he's responded to this. Honestly, if I had absolutely had to choose some random guy's car to get in at night to have them hopefully take me somewhere, I'd rather go with Trevor than some suave guy like Michael. At least Trevor's open about his weirdness and not trying to look safe. Yeah.
What a douchebag! Ah!
What?
What's going on?
Just die already!
What the hell?
Party time, ladies!
What the hell?
Ah, stir, you piece of shit!
Citizens report that
Great. Police. Why, oh why do you explode?
Come on, Trevor. Oh! Oh, baby. That was scuffed. That poor girl. I hope she got away okay. I have no idea what just happened. God damn it. Oh, that's shitty. He couldn't be able to see me. Suck my balls! Well, Martin's men ruined a cool little rendezvous with a nice lady. So many cops on the freeway when you don't want them. Oh, shit, man. Not gonna keep up with me. Yeah, being on the highway is about the worst possible idea. So let's get closer to where we need to go and then I'll pull off. Dodged him. I mean, there is an APB out for me right now, so I can understand, I guess, to an extent, why there's so many police, but yeah, I'm dropping some frames. I'm dropping about 2% of my frames. It's an issue with Twitch right now, so not a lot I can do, unfortunately. Hello, Faye. Don't mind me, I'm just this inconspicuous orange sports car. There we go. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh, shit. How do you know that was me? You wouldn't expect Trevor to be driving one of these.
You fucking asshole!
Woo! Saved it.
You coming over, lady?
Hey, look! We have a fucking pendejo walking out there.
Hey,
I thought they deported you.
why do you care?
Well, I don't. Except that they paid me some money.
That must feel good. What a proud patriot you are.
So, when are they kicking you out?
They can't kick me out, stupid man.
Why not?
My family has been here 200 years. I'm more American than you. Not that it's anything to boast about.
Well, I'm sorry.
This is a perfect example of something that I don't think a lot of people realize, and more people should realize, which is that whether people want to acknowledge it overtly or not, we have a standard archetype for what we consider to be an American. And it is white. And because of how terrible the representation is in general of non-white folks, this is what that othering in representation creates. Trevor walks up to a guy who's got brown skin and is of Mexican heritage, and there is this assumption that this idea that he is not American, or that he doesn't meet the standard template for an American. When people talk about, oh, America's this melting pot, yada, yada. Sure. At the same time, when we look at what is represented most favorably and with the most diversity, which, by the way, is often a really good indicator of how to figure out what the standard archetype is for a given space, is what has the most nuanced representation. That's white folks. So when you see somebody of Mexican descent or who appears to be of Mexican descent, the immediate assumption is that if they're not an illegal immigrant, they are an immigrant, that they're not as American, meaning they are less than. And this guy just took that bias and just shoved it right into Trevor's face. It was like, dude, I've been here for 200 years. I'm more American than your ass. It's a bias that many of us carry, not by choice. This isn't me. I'm not calling people out right now. This is not a bias we carry by choice. This is what's pushed into us by the way certain things are represented to us. And this is a nice little example of that.
Well, at least you got paid.
You know, don't get all serious, okay? Anybody can make a mistake.
Perhaps now you want to kill me.
Yeah, maybe, old man. Maybe not.
You and your Civil Border Patrol friends, you're all the same. Ignorant fools trying to protect something that's not even there.
They're not my friends.
Spend enough time with them.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time with fucking people I don't like, all right? It's one of my favorite hobbies.
Civil Border Patrol, man.
Trevor's anger here is very interesting because this feels like genuine frustration. This has, I don't want to disappoint you vibes. I've been caught with my hand in the candy jar or cookie jar kind of vibes. Trevor's realizing very quickly here that I always hang out with people I don't like isn't really a valid excuse in the grand scheme of things. That he is, in fact, participating in actions that do not align with his personal values. Now, he has used the opportunity with the Border Patrol guys at certain times to take passive shots at them for what they're doing. But he is actively participating with them when he goes on these missions. And this guy's calling him out on it. And I think Trevor's trying to figure out a way to wiggle out of this and to come out of this favorably. And I think he's quickly realizing, oh shit, you're right. And it's making him flustered, but not in the like aggressive, I'm going to slit your throat kind of way, but in like a defensive, oh shit, how do I get myself out of this kind of way?
Fuck you!
You wanna fucking die? You don't.
As he pulls a gun
scare
on
me.
him. Okay.
You owe my family a great debt.
What?
Our land is no longer safe.
It's not my fault.
You're so concerned. Clean it up for me. Your choice. And no, I will not give you 1 cent.
Damn, way to control the engagement, dude.
Last I heard, your Civil Border Patrol friends were bullying some people east of here at the Zancudo farm. Go left on Ocean Highway, you'll see them.
Oh, shit. So one of the things that shows is that Trevor anticipates that when he is unpredictable or aggressive, that it's going to throw people off and get them into their emotions and get them reacting to him. This guy did not do that. And we saw that it completely took the power away from Trevor. So if you're an observer of this and you're thinking about how do you maintain a power dynamic with Trevor, one of the things that you need to do is keep your emotions in check. Because the more you keep your emotions in check, the more Trevor feels a buildup of intensity of his own emotions. The more you actually control the engagement with him. If Trevor can't get you off kilter, he perceives himself as being in a one-down position, which is why he works so hard to get people off kilter when he's in a position where he has to maintain power. That was that little exchange there is some pretty interesting insight into Trevor and how he orients himself to these exchanges and what happens when a person stands firm and does not show that they are affected by the way that he is influencing them.
Oh, fucking Civil Border Patrol!
Right? DL, I know, it's amazing how we flipped that narrative, right?
I should never have got involved with those nut jobs.
Yeah, so Trevor, he's expressing some regret. I can't say I blame him.
Hey, Joseph! Why don't you try that on me? Removed from the gene pool.
Stay out of this, you dumb Canadian!
Oh, you just made this real easy for me. Civil Border Patrol disbanded.
Now, I am not an advocate for killing people in cold blood. At the same time, we saved a lot of people a lot of hassle. I have felt worse about other deaths. Alright, so that's it for Trevor missions. There's a Franklin mission with Lester, and then... what is this one? Franklin is living it up. Look at that. Let's get out of the house. What is this? Wait a minute. What is this? Franklin. Isn't it time you took control of your inner self? Are you willing to spare 5 minutes for a lifetime of fulfillment? Visit mydivinewithin.com to receive a free actuality analysis. Become an active engineer of your destiny. Brother Adrian. I'm interested. mydivinewithin.com. How do I... I don't know how to... Anybody know the button I press to use the hyperlink here? Oh, spacebar, there we go. My divine within, existence is without meaning. There is no life after death. No act is selfless. Everyone hates you. Negative thinking? Wrong! You are embracing the truth and confronting denial. The statements are examples of the most positive of positive thinking. A double positive. And two positives make yet another positive, both mathematically and spiritually. That's a triple positive, which is really positive. Man always wants to be positive unless he's getting tested for STDs. We are our own prisons, our own warden. Your soul is a prison riot. You always feel like you've been shanked. Like there is ground glass in your food. We're running out of prison analogies. We avoided the one about showers because we're original thinkers. Faith in something outside of ourselves is a defense mechanism that prevents us from living the life we're meant to lead. Only you control your fate. Take control of your inner self. Become an active engineer of your destiny. An engineer at the front of the train, pouring one more coal on the fire. Embrace the locomotive motif. Worship at the altar of your inner self. Discover the divine within. Read the above. Read it again. Then call a friend and tell them about it. It might be the most important thing you ever browse on the internet. Free actuality analysis. Find out for yourself. Find out about yourself. Are you willing to spare 5 minutes for a lifetime of fulfillment? Yes, but give me a second. Phone DNA activation special offer. Do you want to lose weight, raise your IQ, improve sexual function, build self-esteem, lower cholesterol, learn a foreign language in minutes, develop psychic powers, and reverse the aging process? Without diet or exercise? One phone call is all it takes. So-called scientists have claimed that we only have 2 strands of useful DNA. However, any reputable acupuncturist will tell you that there are another 10 strands that have lain dormant in the human body for centuries. Our patented 5-minute audio compilation, acoustic guitar combined with harsh fax-like noises developed by medical and yogic professionals will synchronize your brainwaves and activate all 12 strands of DNA, restoring balance to the entire physiology, releasing emotional patterns trapped in the organ system, expunging toxins and disease from sexual organs, and preparing mind and body for the next stage of evolution on this planet or beyond. This is a real trip. Look at each picture and select a response that best characterizes your reaction. Answer quickly and honestly. Tick your... Oh no! Alright, I'm gonna do this for real. Oh my god! Oh no, leave me! Oh my god! Girl, that's a what? Jack John Cranley for governor. Took your trust, hopelessness, horror, dry. What the? Oh my God! You are You are unfulfilled personally, professionally, and sexually. You are experiencing a desperate crisis of self, but you have taken an important step toward utilizing your completeness by acknowledging your actuality. Why take a bath in your own despair when you can shower with others in enlightenment? Congratulations. You have already completed the first stage of a patented process of self-development. To continue on a road to personal success, freedom, and enlightenment traveled by over 1 million people worldwide, click the link below. It's free. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Don't let reality pass you by. Click here to discover the divine within. By clicking here, I am signing a 92-page disclaimer that releases Children of the Mountain from all responsibility in the event of emotional problems, psychological damage, or monetary issues. Children of the Mountain. Children of the Mountain is a world leader in self-awareness training with more than 1,000 virtual offices in 25 countries and corporate headquarters in the Cayman Islands, of course. All right, so I'm going to read the rest of this. But I am actually going to talk about this legitimately for a second. You know, we read this and we know it's satirical, and honestly, it's hilarious. I'm loving every second of this. But in real life, this gets people. This preys on people who are feeling what that initial message is explaining. See, the thing that a lot of us don't realize is that there are many people who actually struggle to label their own experience, to understand what's going on for them. And they don't have a lot of guidance around that. And that is an incredibly distressing state to be in when you don't have a sense that you understand your own experience. Sometimes people get really desperate. They really need answers to these types of things. And this is where stuff like this shows up. And it gives people language, it gives people community, it gives people direction. And so as you read this, if you're vulnerable, you are more susceptible to giving this the benefit of the doubt and taking a chance. And that's exactly what the people who run these are looking for. Is you get people that are vulnerable, that don't have a good understanding of what they're getting into, and you isolate them out. You give them what they're looking for, and then you take advantage of it, often to make money. And sometimes it's to fulfill an ego trip. So this is not totally out of the realm of possibility. In fact, these kinds of things are really scary because they don't serve the purpose that they overtly express that they do. They are for the benefit of the people in positions of power of these groups. And there's a reason that they aren't widespread, why it's not something that everybody flocks toward, why they catch a certain segment of the population. So despite this being really funny, I do think it's important. If you are a person who's watching this and you feel very vulnerable and you don't feel like you have a good understanding of yourself, be very careful of your susceptibility to things like this. Because it's easy to get sucked in and it's incredibly difficult to get out. All right, now let's keep having some fun. We are not a cult or a religion. That's what every not cult or religion absolutely has to say. So that's nothing weird there. We don't believe in anything. We are a personal development community using our unique knowledge of human spirituality and development to put you in touch with your true dimension in stages for a price. The COM process is a patented 4-stage course of self-realization to achieve personal development beyond the confines of society and grammar. Stage 1, acknowledgement of my actuality. Stage 2, embracement of my futility. Stage 3, spiritual reevaluation of my externality. Stage 4, freedom through the reinterpretation of my actuality. Here is what's so impressive about what's going on with this. I'm going to do another one. You give people language that they don't understand, that they assume means something, that if they just look into it more, they will come to understand. There's an exclusivity in the language here that makes this seem like it's potentially more legitimate. And you have to put yourself in the mind of a vulnerable person here. Don't put yourself in the mind of a person who has quality relationships in your life, because you would look at this and you'd move right along. But if you're a person that's feeling alone, now, I will say that one of the things that these groups leverage that I personally get really hot and mad about is they prey sometimes on, not this one, but they prey sometimes on the way that things like therapy have been represented. They prey on people's doubts for legitimate help that have been spread through in problematic ways and created that doubt. So for a person here, this might be something where they go, oh, this seems like a really great alternative to therapy because I don't trust therapists. And these people acknowledge that I shouldn't trust therapists, so I can trust them. It's a very common tactic that is used. And there are so many tactics to how you reel people in with this stuff. When I say vulnerable, what I'm saying is a person who is likely isolated, who's experiencing an increased sense of emotional intensity around either something specific or just in general, and a person who has this sense of like existential meandering and is looking for purpose, is looking for community, does not feel as if they have roots grounded nicely into the environment around them. That is what we would generally consider to be vulnerable. And yes, this is how people get wrapped up in multi-level marketing / pyramid schemes. The mind-breaking COM process can now be completed entirely online. Don't be bound by the limitations of your orthodoxy. Don't be confused by all this jargon. Just be clear with yourself. For a small price, everyone has the potential to be extraordinary and start using these same words. They're saying a whole lot of nothing here. Join those around you who have excelled while you've been spinning blindly in the darkness. Prepare to cast away the values that are holding you back. What they say, I love the they. What they say about COM process. Don't trust people that constantly use the collective they to justify their argument. It's a shitty way to justify your argument. Unless you can specifically say where your supporting argument is coming from, don't just say, oh, they say this. You don't actually bolster your argument there. It's a false way of providing social affirmation for what you're saying. And a lot of people do this, and you really ought to get it out of your vernacular as soon as you can if you have a tendency to do it. It's the best decision I've ever made, and I've made some real good ones. When I attended that seminar, we did the thing where you are blindfolded and have to fall backwards and your teammates are supposed to catch you. I learned a lot. Especially when they didn't catch me and I got a concussion and learned to never trust anyone, only myself. Finally, selfishness and social Darwinism is a virtue. Bill Anthony, actor and acting coup. FAQ. We always get asked if this is a cult. It's not. We just strive to improve reality. Guarantee. Over 1 million people have taken the course and they're satisfied. Money back guarantee, huh? The COM process, stage 2 entry. Please enter your specifically delivered COM process password down below. Franklin 69 420. Go. Incorrect. Wait a minute. Hey. FAQ. Some frequently asked questions by future and new members and the media. Is COM a cult? How many times do we need to go over this? We are not a cult. Children of the Mountain is a group of self-supporting individuals who strive to improve their reality using patented processes and the insights of great men. Brother Adrian is one such great man. Who is Brother Adrian? Brother Adrian is an English mystique, spiritual leader, poet, musician, vegetarian, chef, yogi, tax accountant, and expert in henna tattoos, who with little to no professional training discovered the secret to realizing human potential, convention, and seminar of revenue, and utilizing completeness. Why is there so much pressure to recruit new members? Why would you want to deny your friends and family success and happiness? When you have all of life figured out, it's your duty to share with others. Do you use mind control? Absolutely not. We use a range of goal-oriented reprogramming techniques. Is it possible to achieve complete personal transformation in a group of 300 people or online? Yes, it is. If you suspend doubt, anything is possible. Doubt is the first thing we learn to remove, as it hinders everything in life, especially revenue. Doubt is a very functional process when used properly. Doubt is a thing that often creates separation between a person and a decision. Sometimes doubt prevents us from making decisions that are in our best interest. Sometimes doubt is incredibly functional. So if you remove doubt, you're essentially removing a inhibitor, and that is a really good way to get into a person's brain and get them to agree to do whatever it is that you want them to do. If you ask questions, be mindful of any context you're ever in that is anti-asking difficult questions. If you ask difficult questions and people scoff at you and deflect, that's a really scary sign of the position that you're in. And you really might want to think hard about that context and whether you want to continue to participate in it. Does it work? Over 1 million people can't be wrong, especially when the majority of them are desperate and lonely white middle-class liberals who are notoriously cynical. Is this a pyramid scheme? No, but remember, the pyramids are one of the 11 wonders of the world, so why would anyone would call such genius a scheme is really unbelievable. How does it work? You'll find out when you take the course. You're so close. Are you associated with Epsilonism? No, we have no connection to Epsilonism or any other religion cultist group. Brother Adrian is the natural leader of our movement, having acquired it after a complicated legal battle with Darius Fontaine, who didn't see the full potential of this exciting movement. Why is it so expensive? Why would you want to deny your friends and family success and happiness? When you have all of life figured out, it's your duty to share with others. I love that. Accidental copy-paste there. Money-back guarantee. Over 1 million people have taken the course and they're satisfied. More importantly, satisfaction is an interpretation and therefore unreliable as a decision-making tool or a binding legal term. Are you sure you're not transferring skepticism from other areas of your life? Is that holding you back from utilizing your completeness? Egos resist change. To discover the divine within, you must first surrender. We won't give up on you. You're too important to us. Give it one more chance. That's the key line right there. Yikes. Was I given a code? Ugh. Alright, well that's not the tidbits I was expecting to get out of Franklin right now. Wait a minute, what? Adrian at my Divine Within, congratulations, the process has begun. Dear Franklin, I wanted to personally congratulate you on acknowledging your actuality. Yes, this is not an auto-generated email. Welcome to the process. You have joined millions of others on a wonderful and extremely cost-effective journey toward peace, freedom, and enlightenment. Visit childrenofthemountain.com to continue your journey without delay. Your Stage 2 password is futility, Brother Adrian. Congratulations, you are one step away from beginning a patented process of self-realization that will put you in touch with his true dimension. Pay to Children of the Mountain $200. Last name Clinton Franklin. Frankie at iFind.info. Credit card type Felisa. You can freedom. All right. You know what? I got hundreds of thousands of dollars. I can afford $200 to see what this is about. Click the letters below in the correct order to reveal insightful words. Solve 11 puzzles in the time provided. Holy shit. Holy shit. Solve all 11 this is, ooh. This is a big word. Oh, it's a phrase. Okay. Sexual and spiritual repression have dulled your Oh, that's clever. Sexual and spiritual repression have dulled your instincts and clouded your judgment. You are intellectually bereft. But personal awareness and accountability are the keys to empowerment. Only the surrendering ego and embracing futility, and we can begin to truly utilize our completeness in a new dimension. This puzzle was a test that you will of course fail, but you learned an essential life lesson. Sign up now to stage 3 of the COM process for a discounted price of $4,999. We have discounted it because you need to learn more. We are very worried about you. Let's continue on this wonderful journey of self-discovery together. My name is Brother Adrian. I knew you were coming, Franklin. Look down at me, and you see a fool. Look up at the lie you live, and you will see the mountain. Can a man push a boulder up a mountain? Why would he? Insights like that have made me a very big name on the self-improvement scene. Spiritual reevaluation of my externality. I used to be a full-time tax accountant. Now I am a poet, musician, vegetarian chef, yogi, an expert in henna tattoos. I use my unique knowledge of human spirituality and development to transform lives. I've personally led over 1 million people to utilize their completeness through something magical, a weekend seminar. A seminar that, thanks to the internet, you can now attend from anywhere in the world. Congratulations on making it this far. You are through to the 3rd stage of a patented 4-stage process and are already well on your way to utilizing your completeness. First, let me set some ground rules. There will be no bathroom breaks, eating, or over-the-counter drugs during this class. If I'm going to give you the tools to discover the divine within, you can give me the courtesy of your undivided attention. Otherwise, you forfeit your right to expect transformation. Good. Now let's start with a short exercise. Close your eyes. I said close them. Now I want... How am I supposed to read this? Now I want you to picture how you perceive yourself as a child soiling himself. Good. Process that image. Put it somewhere safe. Now I want you to picture yourself in 60 years' time. You're soiling yourself again. It's a metaphor for life. You need to pick up your excrement and fling it away. Now imagine everyone you love is trying to kill you. They're closing in. You're trying to escape, but there's nowhere to run. A little girl with a hatchet is singing songs. A college couple are making out in a car on a secluded road. Now imagine that fear is a color. What color is it? If you said black or white, you are a racist. Open your eyes. What do you see? You're an asshole. Your life is a pathetic sham. Now we're getting somewhere. To break the pattern of bad choices and unfulfilled potential, we must change the underlying beliefs. We have to stop dealing with perception and start dealing in fact. Health is a conscious choice. Sickness is an illusion, a symptom of negative thinking. Cancer is a lie. You need to learn how to harness your consciousness as a healing force. Face your fears. Scared of terrorism? Visit Syria and get past it. Scared of cancer? Smoke. It all makes sense. I can do this on my own, she says as she throws medicine away. If there can be more than one interpretation of something, there is no truth. It's all perception. How do you think we put an SUV on Mars? Because all the people at the space program have attended my seminars. Yes, you just had a breakthrough. You spiritually reevaluated your externality. Now tell me that's not worth $4,999. My God. Oh, God. I am your one true brother. We must live without fear together. The past is past and the future is yours to invent. If there's ever a time when you find yourself wondering if anyone truly loves you, the answer is yes. Brother Adrian loves you. I am committed to you, and you can demonstrate your commitment to me by registering for Stage 4 of the COM process at a specially discounted price of $9,999, and by entering a new specially delivered password, which I will send when you click the button below. Inspiring others and asking them to share your experience allows you to affirm the person you've decided to become. Love and light to all of you. Oh my God. Now the next part of this that I'm going to talk about here is there's another way that these kinds of things get you, and that's through cost sunk fallacy. So there is this idea that the more we invest in something, the more we have invested in something, the more we have to see it through. This is actually done by design. You make the first step an amount that a person can afford. You make the second step an amount that is a meaningful amount of money but isn't necessarily out of budget. And then you make the next one a huge ask because now Franklin's already $5,000 in the hole. And as amazing as it may be to consider, Franklin's first thought, like many of us, is, well, if I'm already $5,000 in, I don't want to waste that $5,000 by not seeing this through. So I'm going to spend the $10,000 because I spent the $5,000. It's a very real tactic, and it's something that mentally pulls people in. The more time you invest in something, the more likely you are to try to see it through, even if it's to your detriment, which is why it's important to understand that at any given point in time, you are capable of going the other direction and making a better decision for yourself, a better, more informed decision. At any point in time, you can change your direction on something that you are committed to. Franklin does not have to say yes here, and it would be in his best interest to say no. Now, because I want to see where this is going and because I can afford it, we're buying it. Send me that text, Brother Adrian. Whoa, wait a minute. I've just been standing in my driveway. Are you ready to continue your journey? My dearest Franklin, I trust your life has been changed forever by my groundbreaking presentation and the spiritual reevaluation of your externality that took place. You're making excellent progress, but there is still work to be done, for it is not sufficient to merely acknowledge one's actuality. True freedom only comes with a reinterpretation of it. Visit childrenofthemountain.com to continue your journey without delay. Your stage 4 password is actuality. Freedom, welcome to stage 4 of the COM process. Please answer all questions honestly. Freedom through the reinterpretation of my actuality. I find it difficult to trust people who don't look like me. Trust is perception, which makes it a lie. Forget about trust. When someone falls on the sidewalk and hurts themselves, I laugh and take a picture. Honestly? The perceived pleasure you feel and the pain you perceive others to feel are nothing but delusions. Separate action from emotion. Yikes. I use drugs and alcohol as an emotional crutch. Classic denial. Damn. So this literally has a Okay. This... Oh, man. This is crazy. Okay, so this... This is scary stuff. This exam that I just paid $10,000 for, which theoretically legitimizes it in my layperson brain, has a control mechanism built in as reinforcement to punish undesirable options and reward you for picking the option that they want you to pick. Again, it may seem so obvious that you'd be like, well, this is bullshit then. But this can get to people. This can absolutely get to people. This is the start. This is not the actual process, but this is the start of how you can actually start to gaslight people as a cult. Is you get them to start... He says, get rid of all doubt. But this is actually leveraging doubt. The goal is not to get you... The goal is for you to not doubt what they say. The goal is to get you to doubt yourself. To see the certainty of their words as an override for your own personal convictions. It's a really important point. Franklin says false. He calls it denial. That's a reframe that now pushes Franklin to say, okay, well, maybe it is true, right? You start to doubt your own perception, your own idea of who you are, right? There's no such thing as an emotional crutch. Take responsibility for your own failures. Now, all of a sudden, a seed is planted. Maybe Franklin doesn't grab onto it immediately, but it starts the process. You have to systematically break people down. People don't join cults immediately. People don't willingly join cults. People are systematically broken down into joining cults and into joining these types of groups, into having their vulnerability manipulated for the agenda of the people in positions of power of the manipulating party. And this is one of the many tactics that you can use to do that. It is a very powerful thing, and it is terrifying. I have cheated on my girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, or husband. I don't know. Selective memory? Yikes. See? Punishment. Punishment mechanism for undesirable. The relationship to that partner, a fallacy. Their inability to transcend mundane expectations, a shackle. He says so much nothing. I have masturbated in public. Come on, we won't tell anybody. There is no private or public, only a reality we choose to create. By sharing our compulsions freely, we are able to affirm our humility as normal cynics and break through the limits of our orthodoxy. That is dangerous rhetoric. Certificate of completion presented to Franklin Clinton to certify completion of the COM process. Congratulations, you are now in touch with your true dimension. Your future is yours. The future is yours to invent. We'll be contacting you shortly and repeatedly regarding subscription to our graduate courses. You will also now receive the Children of the Mountain commemorative t-shirt, as nothing says spiritually aware like a t-shirt. Love and light. Brother Adrian. Boy, he texts immediately. Congratulations. You are now actualized. Brother Franklin, well done. You are now in full control of your inner self and in touch with your true dimension. How does it feel to be self-realized? By now, you should already have received your commemorative Children of the Mountain t-shirt. You deserve it. This isn't goodbye. We will hassle you about signing up for our advanced courses for the rest of your life. Stay strong, Brother Adrian. I'm about to go put that shirt on. I don't even know where my closet is in this big-ass house. I don't think I can do that, Sadie, because of the copyright on that. As funny as that would be. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Yes. Looking good. Looking good, Franklin.
Hello, who this?
It's Amanda. Amanda DeSanta. We met at my house.
Oh, yeah. Shit, where you at?
Look, I know that you and my husband and Trevor Phillips are... I don't know what the fuck you're up to, but I can make a pretty good guess. There's some weird things going on. Is he okay?
I don't think okay is the right word. But he's alive. You should call him. He'll appreciate that.
No, I don't want to speak to him. I just wanted to know he wasn't dead somewhere. Thanks. Don't tell him I called.
All right. But look, he ain't doing too good without his family.
Don't triangulate Franklin like that, Amanda. You vibing, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. If Michael or Trevor comments on the shirt, that would be hilarious. I love now in chat when somebody triangulates somebody, I love how just immediately all of you are like, that's triangulation. It makes me so happy. What is this? Strangers and freaks. I was gonna draw. Well, okay. Well, we're not far away. That cult mission went from hysterical to terrifying really quick. Yep. It sure did. I know, I need a Children of the Mountain commemorative hat. You know, it's important, though. Like, that swagger is important, though, too. Because it gives people, again, a sense of belonging. And it not only does that t-shirt represent a sense of belonging, that t-shirt also represents separation from the wider society. It is a marker. It's an identifier that is worn with pride that says, I am part of something that is different and separate from you. You may want to join that with me. But it's something you need to come hang out and see. Like, it's not always just about showing where you belong. It's also about showing what you are separate from. So triangulation, Charlie, is when there is anxiety in a dyadic group, in a dyad, so two people. All right, so there's an issue between two people, in this case, Amanda and Michael. Amanda is experiencing anxiety about the current status of her relationship to Michael and his unknown whereabouts to her. But instead of contacting Michael and leaning into that anxiety, Amanda calls Franklin. And people do this frequently. They get a third party involved in dyadic matters because they believe that it is going to ease the anxiety that's in the dyad, and they see it as like a way of managing the anxiety. But what it really does is it ropes somebody in and it holds in place the anxiety you have in the dyadic relationship. People who get triangulated sometimes believe that they're being helpful and they will serve as middle ground between two people, but you don't really ever want to get involved in the affairs of people that don't directly influence you. So when Franklin said you should call him and you should talk to him, that is an act of detriangulation, which is essentially to say, I'm not getting involved in this. You deal with it yourself. Not all triangulation is bad. Triangulation can be a nice stopgap to getting a person to understand what's going on and return to the dyadic relationship. Sometimes when I talk about this, people think I'm saying that you should never, ever talk to anybody else about issues you have with somebody. That's not true. But you got to be able to bring that stuff back to the relationship that you actually need to manage, rather than just offloading it externally. Also, I just want to use this as an opportunity just to say how grateful I am that all of you are here. Thank you so much for taking time to either watch me live on Twitch or to watch the VOD on YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed this episode so far. I am grateful for all of your support of the channel. I do also want to let folks know that as of right now, I just got the email about it. Album number 4, titled Entropy, is available on Spotify. Should be anyway. It's available to stream on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. So make sure that you add that album to your library if you haven't purchased it from the merch store. But those of you that support my stream financially in any way, thank you so much for doing that. And just more than anything, I appreciate your availability, your presence, and how thoughtful your interactions with me are when we do this. What's up, boy? Everything okay?
Hello, boy. What's that? You said a man is stuck in a tree. And he needs my help? Part of you would rather leave him there because he's a bit of a dick. But you're doing your civic duty. Okay, shit, show me.
Is it Lassie? Franklin speaks dog, apparently. I love it.
I've officially lost my damn mind. What, boy? He just jumped out of a fucking helicopter. His parachute fell to open? And now you kind of wish he'd missed a tree. But morality is a human construct and you're not hardwired to think that way? I can't believe I'm getting smart talked by a fucking dog. Say what? Wait, you talking about my kind of bitches or yours?
Oh my god.
This shit is getting weird now, man.
Oh my god. I love everything about this.
Man, you wasn't wrong. Look at this fool.
Oh, come on, dude! Do me a solid here! Ah, shit! Oh, serious wipeout!
You alright, dude?
Hey, bro! You mind giving me a hand here?
Man, that's a cool-ass dog you got, homie.
What dog?
That dog that saved your ass, man.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
What the fuck?
Hello? When you got a moment. Seriously.
My bad, dog.
Oh man, that was wild. Woo! See, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm a control junkie.
Yeah, that parachuting is intense, man.
And hey, if along the way I figure out what it means to be alive, well then, let's just make this a little spiritual and say I'm on a thought journey.
Shit, nothing helps me think clearly like shitting myself while I'm heading towards a certain death, man.
Then you're up for it.
Not really, dog. Shit, I respect gravity.
Oh, I knew you were a pussy. Come on. It's safe, I promise you. Safer than drive.
I know people hate the word phrase I'm about to say, but this is a perfect example of it. One of the most commonly used ways of using toxic masculinity to get a person to violate their own boundaries is to do what this guy just did, which is to question Franklin's manhood. It's actually, I mean, it's a pretty well-known idea that you can get a lot of men to do a lot of dumb shit if you question their manhood. And that's because men are often socialized to see manhood as the creme de la creme of identity to throw your energy into. And so if you question a person's manhood, you question who they are as a person, and you inherently throw them in a one-down position. When he calls Franklin a pussy, what he is also doing is suggesting that he carries traits of a female, which is perpetuating a notion that that is less than male. And if you're rolling your eyes at me right now, you should pay more attention, because this kind of language is used all the time to manipulate men. And it is used maliciously by men, but it's not always used by men to get men to break their own boundaries. Now, how do we change that? You have to change ideas of what masculinity is, what the expectations are, and just sort of acknowledge that like masculinity and femininity are just constructs that we use to throw people into boxes of a series of expectations. So Franklin's manhood being on the line for holding a boundary about something that he's afraid of isn't actually a thing. It's just a construct. But you have to teach this stuff early on. This is very difficult stuff to unlearn. But once you realize that like masculinity is not actually anything that matters, aside from what meaning it carries for you that you create for yourself, as opposed to what is pushed into you by powers that have more interest in other things besides your well-being, it's a lot more relieving of an experience. You can be a little bit more self-directed here. It happens really fast, but it got Franklin here.
Having a car. The only way it's safer is if you drive a car out of a fucking airplane.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Franklin could easily... This is Franklin to a T. Franklin immediately says no. He has perfectly great reasons for saying no, and then he gets talked into doing it. And then agrees.
How to say no.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There you go, Franklin. It's hilarious that he just said that. I got to learn how to say no. It's actually not that hard. This is a phrase that I hear all the time when people struggle with managing and holding boundaries, and it is something that is I don't use this word lightly, it's way overthought. Franklin knows how to say no. This has nothing to do with Franklin's ability to say no. He just said it. He knows how to formulate the word and the sound out of his mouth, and he knows what it means to do it. So this isn't about Franklin's ability to say no. That's a misplaced space of accountability. What this is about is Franklin's difficulty managing the anxiety associated with saying no, and the violation of external expectations when he says no. Setting and maintaining healthy boundaries is hard. It is not easy because other people have their own boundaries and their own agendas and their own convictions. So when Franklin says, I got to learn to say no, no, he doesn't. He already knows how to say no. What Franklin needs to learn how to do more effectively is maintain his no in the face of increased emotional intensity because he has violated the expectations of people that for whatever reason he perceives as mattering around him. And if you want to learn more about how to set and maintain healthy boundaries, I encourage you to watch my video on YouTube about how to set and maintain healthy boundaries.
You take the left side, man!
Sure thing, man.
Here's a headset to keep in touch with the Dominator, and a parachute to stop you from dying.
All aboard? Okay,
Dominator?
Set her up. Roger that, buddy. You sure you're okay? That last one was fucking insane. Dude, how crazy was that? I was dropping like a .com stock in late 2000. Cat out of the window. Tell me you got it, please. Tell me you got it. We gotta upload that shit right now. Sorry, man, it's a little out of focus. I couldn't keep you in the shot. I thought you'd prep for sure. Oh, man, I could hear myself screaming. But inside, I was ice cold. Totally present in the moment. Like, for a few seconds, I saw everything, and it all made sense. You know what I mean? Like everything. Shit, man, until your crazy ass hit that tree. BFF? You all good with the PLF?
Say what?
What's your training background?
Man, I found your crazy dumbass in the tree and now that's all the background your ass needs to know.
Virgin in the drop zone! Hymen in the hole! No, but seriously.
Another, again, just another example. Toxic masculinity. These guys are toxic masculinity out the door. Virgin, you know, hymen. I mean, these are all gendered language that, when used in mass, create social hierarchies. This is how they happen. This is the micro version of how this happens. These guys are just as subject to the culture of masculinity as anybody else, and it's to their detriment.
I got you, don't sweat it. It's not rocket science, although it is in some ways. But I'm talking metaphorically, like you with that dog. I didn't get that, by the way.
Wait, hold on, man. So you telling me you had no memory of a fucking dog?
There you go again. It's off kilter, and I dig that about you. But we need to get on the same page, bud. Strategize and synergize. You feel me? Like the double helix.
Man, all I'm feeling is regret on a whole new level.
Take the tampon out, bro. It's like riding a bike, except at 100 miles an hour head first towards the ground. You can't go wrong. Am I right, Jeff?
If Franklin or anybody in this context wanted to be an ally to feminism and equality and fight against toxic masculinity and the effect that it has on people, call this shit out. And don't rely on women to call this shit out. Franklin right here would do really well to say, yo, knock it off with this stupid-ass gender language, dude. You sound like an idiot. It takes men holding men accountable on this. At any point in time, somebody in this chopper could call this shit out. And it's not going to ruin the vibe of the day. And if it does ruin the vibe of the day, then maybe these aren't guys you want to hang out with. You say, yo, dude, like, cut the shit, man. All this hymen, virgin, tampon, pussy bullshit. You don't sound strong when you say this shit. Figure out another way to say it that doesn't put down all the strong women in our life. You sound like a total knucklehead. But it takes men holding men accountable on this stuff. You can't just rely on women to do it. Or non-binary folks.
Statistically, safer than having a wank.
What the hell?
Yeah, man, you can totally get infections, you know, if you leave it too long between washes and, you know, yeah, it's a bad thing, trust me, okay? Okay, guys, let's keep this hetero. All you need to do is pull that ripcord there. Ideally, before you hit the dirt.
So there's only one thing to remember, right? But your ass managed to forget it on your last dive.
Oh, funny guy. Yeah, we'll see who's laughing when you're spraying out of both ends. I got 100 on a Code Brown, Jeff.
Guaranteed.
All right, I'm gonna jump second. Get that chocolate rainbow on film.
Man, you two are dicks.
Hey, you see that mountain up ahead? That's our DC.
Or what?
Drop zone, dude. Get with the acronym, seriously. So have you checked your rig?
Man, I don't know that one either.
No, your rig. Your pack. Your fucking shoot, bro. Every diver checks his own rig. Something goes wrong, it's on you.
Wait, man, so how the hell do I...
Okay, no more talking. We gotta get our minds in the game. Eyes on the prize. Think about gravity. Switch off before we switch on. You know what I'm saying? It's you against nature out there. There can only be one winner.
Fuck, man, what the hell am I doing here?
Good question, Franklin. Well, we're going way up. Love how there's a flight line into Los Santos. It's so great. Am I just jumping?
I'm so pumped! Okay, let's shred this! You first, Woofo. Go on now. Do it!
Holy
It's the
shit.
sky, dude!
Oh, shit!
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Stop talking in pussy metaphors!
There you go, Franklin.
Seen the bikes yet?
Bikes? You didn't mention no fucking bikes!
Woo! Next surprise, Kimo-sabe! Last one long birthday when you hang out with El Dominator!
Whoa! Fuck me! Hey, so about that training!
This is what you call a bear market!
This shit is insane!
Thank God the chute deployed.
Shorted, closed it, cash out, fully leveraged. High-fiving the big man!
Here we go!
Yo! How do you like the taste of your own balls? Saddle up, soldier! It's ground attack!
Oh.
You might as well get on the bike! It's a long walk home! Okay, last one down the mountain buys the protein shakes!
Oh, God.
Pretend you're your dong and hang a left.
Oh, boy.
Whoa! Gnarly stretch here. Don't bonk it.
Guy's in way better shape than me.
Razor sharp right, bro. Let's crank this up a notch. All I'm seeing is a semi, buddy, and I want a hard-on. Precipice of death on the outside. Jump coming up.
I mean, this would be fun. If there was not a risk of dying, this would be super cool.
Shit! Even bigger jump.
Franklin's about to be gassed. I would be so tired. Out for the hikers.
Get ready for more air.
Woo! All because I found a dog on the side of the road. It may have not even been real.
Monster jump coming at ya.
Oh.
Yo, you ride slower than my daughter, and I've never even met the girl. Go aggro on the track. Get right up in its grill. Mock session. Oh, we got a hole in the road.
Guy sucks, man.
Ski jump. Hit the sky, bro.
I am always going to be an advocate for figuring out a way to empathize with why a person is the way they are. So we're going to do that, as hard as it may be. These are the moments where we have to dig deep. Why would this guy talk like this? Why would this guy be like this? If we get mad and we polarize against him, which is totally in our right to do, we don't actually do anything to change anything. Why would you do this? Generally, it's an overcompensation for insecurity. This guy is probably so worried about how people perceive him as it relates to being strong, being available, committed, whatever it may be, Perhaps he was told from a very young age via abuse that he's a piece of shit. And people were emotionally unavailable to him. And he was told he had to be strong and he had to be forceful. And that if he was emotional, he would get his shit kicked in. We don't know what the reason is for this. But he learned this. People don't come out like this. He learned this. So what you're seeing is an overcompensation. Nobody will ever think that I'm weak if I make sure that I know if I make sure that I overtly come out as being strong. People think that words carry as much weight as actions do, and they don't. And so this guy is just constantly monitoring others' perceptions of him and is doing everything he can to compensate for that by making sure that they don't think that he is weak. Probably because it created a lot of fear and a lot of problems for him in his formative years. So could we write him off and say he's just a dick? I don't generally think that that's a good idea, because it makes people seem like they're irredeemable. It makes people seem like that's just, they want to be that way. Generally, when people act like this, it's been socially reinforced and was created for a very functional reason. And if we can get at that reason and we can empathize with it, we can actually create some change in this guy and help him get in touch with some of those insecurities and see that really what he's carrying is the agenda of somebody else, not his own values. If he's an emotional guy, that's okay. But he's probably not had a situation where that was shown to be okay. And at this point, he self-perpetuates that by ensuring that he doesn't come off that way. In fact, comes off as the opposite. So we're seeing a lot of overcompensation for insecurity. He is still accountable for his actions. He is still accountable for microaggressions. He is still accountable for the decision not to be available to his daughter. This is not a justification of those things, but this is the empathic perspective on how we want to look at stuff like this. I would argue it's a lot more fulfilling to try to take that stance as often as you can, as opposed to just immediately writing people off, though I do understand why you might do that from a safety perspective in certain scenarios. Actions speak louder. Dragon Rune, I don't know that I understand that sentence you just wrote. Oh shit. Right, we do not have any context for this guy's life. So we should be quick to curiosity, not to judgment, unless we're in danger. Unless this guy is putting us in actual physical danger or abusing us. Be quick to curiosity, not judgment. We have no idea what this guy's lived experience is. We would all expect people to extend the same thing toward us. Right? Like, people often want curiosity but cast judgment.
Max power to the finish line! Woo! Ah! Woo! Oh, didn't think you were gonna make it, bro.
You gotta trust the mountain, trust the material, and foremost, trust yourself. Pushing out is what is gonna get you knocked out.
He learned
whatever.
that.
But me being a fucking idiot is gonna get me killed.
That is the power of a message when you're a kid. Okay? If this guy had a parent or a set of parents or formative relationships that drilled that into his head, if you chicken out, if you're weak, you get left behind. You're worthless. What this guy learns is that the only way he's going to receive love, attention, and adoration is through success, is through strength, however it was constructed in those formative relationships. And when it happens young enough, it becomes an entire orienting ideology for this person's life. This guy lives his life in reference to learning that, which is honestly sad. I don't know this guy's family of origin experience. I'm only trying to make a guess based on where empathy would take me. But People learn the things that they put out into the world. You don't spontaneously develop stuff like this. You learn it. And this guy is acting upon it. It's very sad. It speaks to whatever kind of context this guy lives in that doesn't allow him to access the things that I think all of us would want him to access, where we would then say, oh, this guy's a lot more pleasant to be around. And he's not realizing that because he doesn't live in a world that cultivates that. This is why feminism is just as important for men and non-binary folks as it is for women. This right here.
Listen, meet me by the airport for life lesson numero doso.
Oh yeah, he absolutely could have, Dragon, for sure. Let's get our way to a car, huh? This is one of the problems, chat, with the fact that we live in a culture, particularly in the United States, that values individualism, is we start to assume that people are the way they are because of individual conviction. That for whatever reason, this guy is the way he is because that's how he wants to be and because he somehow developed that in isolation. That's not how humans work. Humans are relational animals. We learn things and we perpetuate things through social reinforcement, through things that we learn from other humans. We don't get to just isolate out individualism in ways that we want to, that are convenient for us. We have to acknowledge the detriments to having that kind of perspective on people and on what we like, and having that as a value, because that is absolutely the product of it. All right, well now you're gonna have to give me your car, homie.
Be no wise ass punk. Now give me that. My car.
What the fuck, dude?
Little off-road. Little off-roading. Never hurt anybody. I didn't like that car anyway. Out here, I need to use a hybrid. Ah, a nice quiet ride of a hybrid. Perfect parking job, right? Exactly. God, they even made the hybrids in this game engage the gas engine when they get over a certain mile per hour. Ridiculous. Just... Oh, I was about to say, I'll freaking do it again. Didn't work, though. My little hybrid beach buggy. Yeah, it's too much of a pain, Talon, because I get DMCA'd if I even have a sliver of other music.
Don't feel too good.
$36, $37, $69, $70. Stop looking at my ass.
Oh, it's this chick
I wasn't
again.
looking at your ass.
I know. No one ever does.
A little thin for my taste. But nice. Where you going, for a swim?
What do you care? You think I got a fat ass and I only swim because I float easily?
I was just making conversation.
I'm doing a three-way.
A what?
A triathlon.
Sounds like you got way too much time on your hands.
F you. You like a stay-at-home cheerleader, do ya? Pathetic.
You know what? F you, bitch. I'll beat you. Come on. I promise.
I bet you like to beat women.
I wonder why your ass is single.
Perfect beach start. I got this locked in. Come on!
Shit. Shit, you need a vacation or something, lady.
I'm gonna just swim in my shirt and jeans.
Admit it!
What?
You were carving my ass on the beach!
Are you? For real?
I'm not even feeling it!
Man, I really ain't dressed.
No kidding,
This
Franklin.
shit.
Wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Come on, come on,
Damn,
Franklin.
that's cold.
Home stretch, buddy.
Don't be a baby! Mommy's not here! I'm your mama now!
Okay.
What are you doing, Marianne? Focus! Focus! T1, baby! Here we go!
Come on, Franklin. All ass. Oh, she's gonna whoop my ass on the bike. I'm so slow on bikes.
Time to lay down some fat watts! That's an official penalty!
My God. She's so much faster. I don't understand how to speed up on the bike. Like, I'm hitting left control and it's not doing anything. And last I understood, that's what I needed to hit in order to speed up. Oh, it's caps lock. Oh. All right. Thank you, Riddle. Yeah, it's caps lock.
Watch the damn road.
Damn, that's why I lost the bike race when we were going down the mountain. Come on, make it, Franklin. Oh, that was close. Oh boy, I'm not gonna beat her. Let's see. Just curious, is it difficult to turn off being a therapist? Maybe in public or games like GTA. Do you ever find your professional work seeping into your non-work life? Yeah, all the time, but I don't mind it. I mean, I literally... That's why I do what I do. If I turned my brain off for this, it'd be kind of boring. But I don't mind it. Like, a lot of times people worry that, like, it's somehow taxing to me to have my, like, analytical brain on. And it's really not. I have plenty of things I do where I shut that off.
Use it! Make it your bitch!
Are you
I'm
kidding
trying.
me?
Not you, idiot! Me!
Come on, Franklin. Catch up, buddy.
Drop below 175! I've gone bionic!
Come on. Come on, Franklin. Run like the wind, buddy. Run like the wind.
Who says women can't be athletically superior to men?
You and my aunt should hook up. You have fun not having fun together.
Woo!
Well, great, you won! Aren't you gonna gloat?
Look, we both survived. These things are about taking part, not winning, right?
No, it is always about winning. All right, I gotta keep going. I'm a loser.
Fat, unmarried, career-driven loser!
Hey, girl, you better chill the fuck out.
Go to hell!
It is a pretty lonely experience to be a high-achieving woman who is successful, because there's really nothing worse for your dating pool than a bunch of threatened men. So she's just another example in some ways of how our constructs of masculinity create problems for everyone and what is desirable. High-achieving women deal with this shit all the time. Alright, I need another car. Well, actually, you know what? I don't really want to do Lester's, so why don't we go... Let's go see what Trevor's doing. Maybe we go pick up the heist materials. You chilling at home? Taking a bath, Trevor? Alrighty, let's go. Heist materials. We don't have heist materials available to us, so maybe we're gonna go be Franklin and do Devin Weston. Running around those wet jeans now would be, I'd be terrible. It'd be absolutely horrible. Franklin's still just standing where it was. Okay. I'm gonna need a fast car to get to the other side of Liberty or Los Santos. I am really out in the middle of nowhere. Climb, baby, climb. It's also hot. Franklin's, yeah, man, it's just, what a miserable. What's up, everybody? You ruin your crops. Try not to. That would have been a nice car to jack.
Hola.
I'd like a nice car. Excuse me. Yes, thank you. Thank you for slowing down. Appreciate it. Thank you. No, no, no. Still haven't seen a car. Okay, here we go. This looks good.
Don't be no wise ass punk. Now give me that.
Screw you!
Me over with a hammer.
Yeah, go ahead. Chase me. I'm in a car. You're on foot. Alrighty, let's go down. God, we gotta go all the way down here. Have you talked about how that character before? Yeah. We've only met her twice though, and I don't know that I don't have enough context around her to say much more than I already have. Alright. Just one more opportunity for me to again say thanks for watching these playthroughs. I hope that y'all enjoy them as much as I enjoy bringing them to you. These are a lot of fun for me to do. It's been very clear to me that Grand Theft Auto 5 was a solid choice.
Bad. This is real bad. I gotta go.
It's this lady again.
You okay?
You're alive again?
Okay, yeah. There's gotta be a hospital near here somewhere.
No, no hospitals. Can you take me to Sandy Shores? I got people there who can help me out. Cholo Springs Avenue.
Let's see how Franklin
Look,
handles it.
Thanks for this. Another 20 seconds, I'd have had the cops all over me.
What the hell happened back there?
Don't worry about it, okay? It's not worth it.
Look, you bleed now. You won't go to the hospital or the cops. And you fleeing the scene of a dead body. If you want my help, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Yes, because I, Franklin, am a black man, and you just told me you're running away from the cops. I'm not going to get the benefit of the doubt. She just put him in massive danger. Honestly, if Franklin was like, look, ma'am, you got to get out of my car, I wouldn't blame him.
Just a job that went wrong. Trust me. Don't want to know.
Trust me, I do. I've seen enough jobs go wrong. I want to be clear what I'm getting into.
So you're in the game?
Now who's asking too many questions?
Look, we hit a pawn shop, okay? But it was a sting. Cops were waiting for us. Supposed to be an easy job, low risk, 20K each. I was the driver.
And not a very good one.
Hey, I got us through 3 roadblocks. We had half of San Andreas law enforcement on our ass. We'd have been home free if that son of a bitch hadn't pulled a blade on me at 100 miles per hour. Spun us off the road. Crossed me, I put you down. No second chances.
Sounds like you need to find a better crew.
Considering I got 2 in custody and the other one dead on the side of Sonora Freeway, I need any crew, period. Why? You know someone?
Nah, I didn't say that.
They got nothing to connect me. No real names, no addresses. Left all the money. Way too hot to wash. I'll get myself patched up, lie low at the safe house for a day or 2, then see what I can put together. I don't black out. You got this.
I'm gonna get you there as fast as I can.
This is where you died last time. She hath come back. She's the lady of the lake.
This is it. Listen, I ain't sure what you're into, but you need a driver anytime? You let me know.
I don't know that I'm gonna call you. Aliana Martinez is unlocked. Alright, well, we got her there. That's kind of funny, because last time we saw her, we drove her into the lake. Maybe one of my favorite moments of the entire playthrough so far. I don't think Franklin knows how to fly, and I don't think the stunt plane. I don't think there's anything for me to steal. Trevor, Phillips Industries doesn't leave their helicopter out, apparently. Yeah, she was totally dead when I drove her into the lake. Absolutely. Alright, we're going to go for a nice evening drive then. Away we go. Tale of the Vanishing Escape Driver. Yep. Oh no, I know that riddle. I don't really like to do that. It kind of breaks the immersion for me. I don't mind. We can turn some music on. Yeah, there we go. Entropy. Now available on Spotify. It's like in Red Dead. I like taking the horses everywhere. You just get to enjoy the scenery. You get to enjoy the world that Rockstar's built. It's just so immersive and wonderful. I have no idea, DL. Space, I tell you last time, but Entropy, rad. Added it to my chill playlist and love it. You did a great job on it. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it.
Don't do this to me!
Oh! Damn. I hit that person hard. I have a 11-hour, 40-minute playlist now. Is that how long all my music is together? That's actually kind of nuts. This is Shuttle 32, comma, is the name of this song. Alright, we're arriving at our destination. Maybe. Put the gun away, Franklin. Jesus.
24/7, baby. Hey, there he is!
Oh, it's
Mr.
Dom.
Conservative.
Man, what the fuck are we doing here?
Nothing. Okay, a little something that's gonna help me get some tail from those Midwestern ladies that I get to meet online. Let's pretend for a second that you're not so much of a pussy, and vamos, as my cleaning lady would say. Just to be clear, I'm not racist. I meant that ironically. I have a black friend, and I didn't even really notice that you were black, or whatever your people call
Man,
it.
get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's go.
All the wrong things. Just all the wrong things.
Let's roll where?
Catch you on the flip side, buddy. Yo, you see that? Half the airport's on the Dominator's payroll today. Better bond fast with that beauty, because you two are going tandem.
I didn't bring my idiot translator. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are we doing?
Metal and gasoline out of a cargo plane.
I'm doing fucking what?
Come on.
What?
We got a plane to catch.
Man, I must be crazier than you are.
Yeah, we got liftoff! As soon as we hit a suitably stupid altitude, we'll kamikaze this shit into next week. Am I right? Come on, high five!
Hell no, man. Shit, I don't want you to be the last person I touch.
Yeah, okay, Air 5 then. Parachute? Check. ATV? Check. Big pair of balls? Check. Okay, this is happening.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking do this. Wrangle these bad boys.
This would be a rush. I will grant him that.
It's a game changer. Oh, yeah! Come on! Oh, let's do some barrel rolls, man!
Oh, shit!
This is not the biggest hard-on ever! Woo! Ride that Bronco, baby! Manta Ray power roll!
Hey, man, I had to ditch the fucking bike. That shit was way too intense.
Paying's fuller at the back than the front, eh? Well, check me out! Oh, come on! That's female, dude! Boobies!
Yeah, I can see you being a real hit with the ladies, homie.
Dude, you have no idea. You should see me online. Like flies on a turd, bro.
Man, you said it, not me.
You feel that? Lightning bolt, zap! You're alive! You know how it feels!
Man, I know how it feels to ride an ATV out of a damn airplane. Man, how much that shit cost you per second?
It's relative, bro. How long did it take me to earn the bills? Listen, you go out walking amongst the drones. I'll be on top of the Maze Bank building with the higher beings. Dominator out!
I mean, empathy aside, I don't find him to be particularly likable. He's not a person I would hang out with. You can empathize with people and still not want to hang out with them. And not like them. I mean, is Lester really all we have? Like, where is the shipment for... Trevor? I mean, I guess we'll just go do the Lester mission then. If anybody in chat wants to request a song off of Entropy for me to play on the radio, I'll play the first one that gets requested in chat.
Man, what the hell is that?
Echolocation, you got it. Skip ahead a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alrighty. Nice little nighttime bike ride through the country. Be a lot of fun in real life. Let's turn up the radio. It's a nice, cool evening in Southern California. I'm all in, man. Yeah, I know, Shadow. It doesn't show anything right now. Other than the one for Franklin because of the Lester mission that we're going to do. Driving in this game on a keyboard is actually not even nearly as bad as I would have imagined it would be. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Alright, I'm basically here anyway.
Hey, let's blow up a Greyhound track next.
It's me, dog. Where we at?
We're at Enzo Bonelli, mafia guy turned real estate developer. He's bullied his way onto half the building contracts in Los Santos. Extortion, murder, labor racketeering, you name it. There's not a construction worker in town earning a livable wage right now, and Gold Coast Development is about to go under.
And let me guess, you got a personal interest in Gold Coast, right?
Anyone think you'd done this before? According to Bonelli's cell phone, he's at the construction site downtown.
It's done.
One small problem. My source squealed. Bonelli's expecting a hit. Watch yourself and go equipped. He'll have a lot of muscle.
I love that they call it Bossack. It's so good.
You smell like shit.
buy some stock, huh? Let's drop 30K. Like I'm still wearing a parachute. It's you know, I know it's Rockstar and I know they do it, but I don't think it's good to take everything for granted that they do. Like the fact that Franklin's parachute thing clanks around because it's got metal hanging from it is really just such a good touch. Driving a lot of muscle cars today.
My car, asshole!
Calm down? There's a fucking price on me, and you're telling me to calm down? I'm going to stay near the chopper. You dumb fucks do your job.
Damn, that elevator hauls ass. Get to the rooftop.
What are you doing? You ain't allowed in here. Oh.
Shut the hell up.
Back off, asshole. I ain't gonna tell.
Shut the hell up.
Any more you bitches want to get in my way?
You shouldn't have come here, asshole. No.
Where's Enzo?
The hell is everybody?
I'll blaze all you fools if I have to.
Oh boy, I'm so low on health. Ugh.
I'm putting you out of business, motherfuckers!
There's a way for me to put the thermal scope on. I gotta remember what it is.
Eat my shit! Screw you! Get me out of here!
Jesus, what a shot. Damn it. Oh. Easy, Franklin. Where are you guys at? Did they just call me a penis?
You wanna fuck with me? I'll lay all y'all ass down.
Oh boy. Damn. These elevators move this fast in real life?
He's here! I ain't playing here. Where the fuck is Benelli?
Do not let him through.
I feel like I'm playing Tarkov again.
Damn, how many of these fuckers are there?
A lot, Franklin.
Someone help me out here! Someone put a bullet in him. It's only one guy. Do you know who you're messing with? Who the fuck is covering me? Enzo's gonna have so much fun.
Whew. You'd be in a puddle on the floor when it started moving. You'd hit the ceiling when it stopped, right? Like, this thing's just like, boom.
Oh shit, there he is! Stay on Enzo! Shoot that son of a bitch! Fucking asshole! Watch that! Screw you all! Hope you fly, motherfucker! It's a long way down!
Made work for that, homie.
Oh, no! Oh, man, I can't believe I hit that shot on the chopper, too. I really hope it doesn't. I don't have to go through this whole building again. Please tell me I don't have... Okay, good.
Oh shit, there he is! Stay on Enzo!
Made me work for that, homie.
Leave the area by any means necessary. We have a parachute on. Oh not really. Any means necessary. How do I... So there's a backpack there. I'm guessing that's maybe a parachute, but I don't know how to get to it.
I'm doing
Oh, there we go. Hey, happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride. Woo!
It's taken care of, but man, that shit went south.
I know. We better let this simmer now. Way too much heat. Very nice work, Franklin.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lester. My pleasure. Let's check my stocks. How are my stocks doing? I got 10K off of that. Hey, look at that. What is that? So, what, an 11% return? That's a massive return. How much do I cash out for? Cash out for $3,644. Oh, no, okay, so that's not that great. I don't know. Numbers are hard. Whatever. We'll see what happens. That is a really good spot for me to end for the evening. Because now really all we have left is to just prepare for the heist. So, that was a lot of fun. If you're here watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for making it all the way through part 14. I'm hoping you're as eager for part 15 as I am. I do appreciate you taking the time. If you made it this far, please make sure you're subbed to the channel. Please make sure you leave a thumbs up on the stream. And leave a comment if you so desire. Would love it if you shared my stuff with everybody, and also check the links down in the description. And again, if you've sent like a tip, or if you're a YouTube member, or if you have bought merch while I'm offline, thanks so much for doing that. Also, I do have music available on Spotify. Links down in the description. It is DMCA free, stream safe. If you want to use it in the backgrounds of your own stream, you're welcome to do that, or your own content creation. Just give me a little credit. Catch you in part 15.